Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 70 of the Tiki Taka podcast. I am your host, Peter, and today I am joined again by Cynthia.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. I want to start off by saying that I'm gonna find myself a portista. I mean, I need to talk to Richard again, figure out what's gonna happen. You know, See if he can join us. And also gonna try and talk maybe to Patrick that he was on 2 weeks ago and see because like with these Champions League games, like I can't watch Sporting and Benfica at the same time. So obviously I make the right decision and I watch the right game. But that leaves you guys with less info about the game because well, neither me or Cynthia watched that game, and I'm sure Cynthia didn't watch Porto either. So,
Nope.
but I have,
Sorry.
like at least I get some feedback out of a lot of people, living here in the north. So I got a slight idea of the game. So I'm gonna try and do my best, and we're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna go Benfica. But I don't think this is gonna run longer than maybe 45 minutes, if that. If that, to be honest with you guys, but obviously worth mentioning about all the Taça games. I'm gonna like touch one or two things about the Benfica one, maybe. But all the other ones were blowouts by Porto and Sporting, so there's not really any point about trying to dissect those games. Just more disappointment on the Benfica side. So that's what we're gonna touch upon. But all big three, won their games and they move on. And the next, what am I call it? The draw is gonna be tomorrow. It's gonna be held tomorrow. So we're gonna find out who they're gonna play against. Had to take a sip of water there. So let's just get into the Porto game. I'm just going to give you guys the lineups, and I'm going to just get what I gathered from Twitter and my friends. And if you saw something on Twitter, Cynthia, that I didn't see, maybe hop in whenever you want. If you want to cut me off, just cut me off.
I'll correct you. Yep.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. So Porto, there's a few things that we can talk about, even though we didn't watch the game. And looking at the lineup, you got Zessa, Layun, Felipe Marcan, and Alex Telles across the back. Danilo and Sergio Oliveira. Herrera is the most forward midfielder, the attacking midfielder. Brahimi, Marega on the wings, and Abubakar up front. And Cynthia, I know we didn't watch this game, but I mean, you must have seen the lineup and think the same thing that I did. Like, what the hell is Zessa?
Again, I am not a coach. I don't put down coaches' options or decisions anymore because sometimes they completely prove me wrong, and sometimes I quietly laugh at them. So it depends. But yeah, I thought the same thing. Yeah.
Right. No, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, like if you're telling me it was, like one of those like Turkish teams that just got promoted or something, they're playing in the Champions League for like the first time ever, or a team like Astana, I would be like, oh, okay, I mean that's fine. But Leipzig is a very good team. I mean, and they beat Dortmund that weekend, so I don't really understand the decision. Not that I mean he is at fault by one goal, but I mean it's not like he was bad, but he was just a weird decision to see him play. And same thing with Layun in my opinion, because despite me liking Layun and I really like Layun, Ricardo is a much superior player, so I also didn't understand that decision. I thought it was weird, and yeah.
You're also not the coach.
What?
You're also not the coach. We are not
Yeah,
coaches.
we're not the coaches.
Nope.
But anyway, from what I know from the game, I think that the fact that Leipzig scored very early on helped them. And then I think Porto had a big opportunity to make it uh, like 2-1, I think, or something like that. And they went back to back and scored twice, and that just kind of killed the game off, even though Marcan ended up also scoring, making it 3-2. But from what I gathered was that Porto wasn't bad going forward. but they just couldn't be clinical and score on the opportunities that they had. And they also got a little bit lucky on a play that Marcano saved off the line. But from what my friends told me was that they played well, but they didn't play well enough to win that game. So that ends
Sounds
up in a
familiar.
loss. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds too familiar.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. That's what happens when you don't play to win. No, but they didn't do enough, and I mean, I was genuinely surprised when I was talking to people at school, and I was like, this game against Leipzig, this is gonna be hard, and Porto fans were like, nah, man, we're gonna win this game. We're gonna win like 2-0, and I'm like, bro, I mean, it's a German team in Germany. They just beat Dortmund. They're like the third best team in the league. So I didn't understand why they were, you know, very confident,
Hmm.
but it kind of backfired, and now they're gotta make up some ground because I believe Besiktas won, so that doesn't help their case either.
Yep.
So if I remember correctly, I think Monaco beat Leipzig. So Porto with 3 points, Monaco 3 points, and Leipzig with 3 points, and Besiktas with six, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is it. I might be wrong. My math might be wrong. I have to double check. Hold on. Because I don't want to say something stupid,
No, exactly.
which I probably already did. But it don't matter. It don't matter because I'm going to correct myself.
No one's gonna call it. No one's gonna call it.
Nobody's going to call it because nobody cares about Porto. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding.
Well, now someone's gonna call it. Watch
Don't
yourself.
take it seriously before I start getting haters. It's just,
Yeah.
I was joking. Why the hell is he giving
Were
me?
you?
Yeah, I was partially. Partially, I mean partially. Man, how come it's so difficult to find the groups?
We have
There
zero
we
points.
wait. Yeah, I found what?
I'm sorry. I'm not looking at Porto. Who cares
Oh,
about
okay.
Porto? I'm
Oh,
looking
okay.
at
That's.
BC. We have 0 points.
I found Sporting's group, but I can't find Porto's. Hold on. Well, oh, there we go. No, I'm wrong. Besiktas has got 9 points. Leipzig's got four. Porto's got three, and Monaco's got one. So this game at home against Leipzig is going to be very important for Porto to try and make it to Europe, even like Europa League. Because if they don't win this game and Monaco beat Besiktas, it's going to be neck and neck. So
I'm sorry. Which group are you talking about?
Porto's.
Sorry, I went to the wrong group. I went to Sporting's group. Oops.
No, not on Sporting yet. Porto's group is wide open still. I mean, Porto still has
1,
you know
3, 4, and 9. Well, Besiktas is running away with it, but yeah, 4, 3, and 1. That's open.
yeah, and then they can still they control their own destiny because they still got two home games. So and then one in Turkey, which I pegged them to lose. But if they win both their home games, they should be able to at least make it to the Europa League. So at least they got that going for them. But
Mhm.
it wasn't a very good game, but it wasn't terrible either. That's what I gathered. I'm sorry, Porto fans, that wasn't super in depth, but that was like the best I could do, given that I couldn't watch that game.
Maybe one of us will watch their game next time. Maybe. Or maybe we
Maybe,
can just get a Porto fan who actually watches it for fun.
yeah, no, I couldn't. So I was like, it is what it is. I couldn't watch that game. So, I mean, this one, though, I couldn't really watch because I was paying attention to the Benfica game. So, this one, Sporting fans, I'm sorry. I will give you the lineup, but I mean, I really don't know what happened during the game. But I know a couple things, but not too much. Anyway, Patricio was in goal, Piccini, Coates, Matthew, and Coentrão across the back. William Carvalho and Bataglia in the midfield with Bruno Fernandes as the attacking midfielder. Gelson, Acuna, and Bas Dost. I mean, obviously, straight off the bat, I didn't think they were going to beat Juventus, especially not away. I didn't think they were coming out with a draw either. The fact that they scored early kind of, helped them a little bit, get their hopes up, but eventually that all got turned around. One thing that I do know, and I saw a lot of Sporting fans complain, was that the referee was very, happy to pull the trigger on that yellow card, and some Sporting fans weren't happy about that. But
There's
I'm
a
not.
few refs like that, though. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's not favoritism. It's just sometimes there are refs that are card happy.
Yeah, kind of like in the Benfica game. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to
Mm-hmm.
that. But I also saw that I think Coentrão got concussed, and Jonathan Silva came in, and Sam had a tweet and something among these lines saying, "I'd rather see Coentrão in a wheelchair than Jonathan Silva play at 100%." So
I saw that. That is some words. Those are fighting words, man.
So I don't know. I think Jonathan Silva might have gone on the Sportingista's wrong side. I don't know about that. So,
But does salty speak for every Sportingista?
I don't know. Like Sam said, I haven't been this annoyed since last year's game against Benfica. So I don't know. So I don't know. He was very annoyed in that game. I must tell you, but. But I mean, again, it was always hard for Sporting to hold on to the lead. I mean, because Juventus have got such a good team that it's kind of what happened with Benfica and Man United. Like you can control them, and every now and then they're going to create that opportunity, and if they're clinical with it, they're going to score, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you know what? It was a good showing, I guess, for Sporting. When we lose 2-1, I mean, surely they played somewhat good football, or else they would have gotten dominated. So at least they got that going for them.
Yeah.
It's wide open. I mean, for them. So because Barca's got 9 points, Juventus 6, Sporting 3, Olympiacos 0. I mean, if they somehow manage to get a win against Juventus at home, they're in a very good position to maybe nick second place. But they should definitely make it to the Europa League. So.
They normally do, don't they?
Yeah, they normally do that. So,
so it's expected.
Yeah, so that's expected. Well, and that was it for the Sporting game. Very quick. I know.
Yay!
Let's get into the Benfica one. Obviously, the one that we watched.
Do we have to? Oh,
I know it wasn't a bad game. Come on. Anyway, Benfica obviously lost 1-0 with a very disheartening mistake by Svilar, but that's okay, kid. Don't worry about it.
And again, he's the youngest, right? Like he beat out Casillas for youngest. So
yeah, and I was
it's
like,
bound to happen.
And I was like talking to my mom, and I was like, he's 2 years younger than me. I mean, come on.
Yeah, yeah, and look what Peter. So in 2 years, Vilar will be running a pod. No, I'm kidding.
Thanks for making me spit my water.
That's amazing. This is when we need to have the video on.
You made me spit water. That's great. Oh my god!
But no, it's true. Like when we're that age, I sure shit didn't do nothing, let alone for Benfica. Like you know what I mean? Like come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like coming
and to be on that big stage, my lord, with Mourinho watching you on the other. Can you imagine? Not only are you playing with Benfica, and you're in the luge with that atmosphere. Mourinho's the coach. I'd be like, oh my god.
And you're playing against Man United.
Yeah, man. Oh my god.
So, anyway, Svilar was in
goal. Were his pants brown?
Douglas, Luizão, Ruben Dias, and Grimaldo across the back. Feza and Felipe Augusto as the midfield pivot.
Is everybody still hating on Augusto?
They better not. Pizzi, Salvio, Gonçalves, and Jimenez. I don't know, Cynthia. You first tell me what you thought about the game, and then I'll jump in.
I wasn't able to catch all of it because I had some weird thing in the middle. So I caught the first few minutes where Luizão gets a yellow. And that was a great kickoff to the game. And then I was able to catch the ending as well. Yeah, it was weird. Sorry. Kid has a bus. Things happened. But I didn't catch the mistake by Svilar, so I'm going to watch the highlights.
You haven't seen that yet?
No, I know. But like everybody's all over Twitter, like it's all love. So for us to lose 1-0 and for everybody to not be like Malcolm, I was joking with Malcolm. I was like, who are you and what have you done with Malcolm? Because he was like, I got to give props to Rui. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You're always Rui out for everything, right? So right away I was like, obviously we played decent. We played well. And I think I feel like everybody else where I don't want us to be embarrassed. Even if we're having a bad year, I don't want to have embarrassing games.
No.
Besiktas is so fucking annoying whenever they beat anybody. Like I hate, like I hate seeing any of that. I'm like, shut it, Besiktas. You know what I mean?
Everybody hates Turkish teams, so.
Well, but they're the worst, right? Like,
Yeah.
bring, bring, come to Besiktas. How about shut up?
Oh
Like,
my God, no.
you know what I mean? Like, it's too much. And like, when they get behind it and they get like, when you're just a jackass, no one's gonna like you. And when you fall, everyone's gonna laugh and hope you fall harder. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, and I don't think that's how Benfica is, but obviously we have some Portistas and Sportingistas that do. But like for myself, if we have a bad year, fine, but I don't want to be embarrassed. Like, don't forget who the hell we are. We're goddamn Benfica.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So get your heads out of your ass, get in there, do our emblem proud. And it just sucks. Like, yeah, mistakes get made, and especially for young kids, they do get made. So learn from it and continue growing and continue performing and increasing in your talent. You know what I mean? And your skill. But for the older guys, like, come on, guys, you should know better, right? Like, don't be making rookie mistakes, as it's called, you know. But if
No,
you're a rookie, you're allowed to make mistakes.
yeah, and I said it last week.
Hmm.
I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. It doesn't matter. But what did I say?
You do
Like,
talk a lot. It's hard to catch.
I know. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
I'm
Um,
kidding. Come on.
but what I said was like I don't like losing. I don't like tying. But if I see the team play well, I'm like,
Hmm.
okay. I mean, well, sure, we could have done one or two things better, but all right. And this is exactly what happened. Like my reaction coming
Yeah.
out of this, I'm happy. Like I'm not happy with the result, but I'm happy. Like there's things that you can take out of this game, and you're like, this is working. Like this is
Hmm.
better. Like you're
Yeah.
seeing things change, and this is all you want. I mean, Grimaldo had by far one of his best games. Since he joined Benfica, it looked very much like last year's Grimaldo. That was great. Ruben Diaz is probably the best center back, in our squad, and probably I don't know, I'd say fourth or fifth best between Benfica, Porto, and Sporting. Um, and he's only like what 20. The midfield pivot of Feza and Filipe Augusto worked really well. I thought Filipe Augusto had a very good game. I can't say he was my man of the match. I was like, I'll say should I say he was my man of the match? But I know people are gonna jump on me. Um,
Hey, you're allowed your opinion, man.
yeah, and I mean the thing with him is like if he's not the center of attention, he's gonna be good. Like there was several
Mhm.
times where he played out of pressure. He turned the ball around. Like he was faced against the player. He would spin around him and start to play to the other side. Like he was able to get out of pressure.
Yeah.
And that's things like we used to point out that Augusto, like, oh, he can't pass or he can't, get out of pressure without losing the ball. Like he played well. Like obviously
Yeah.
he made mistakes. Like if you're gonna analyze the whole game, you're gonna see, oh, he made a mistake there. He shouldn't have passed that ball, or he should have fouled the guy there. But if you're talking about one or two mistakes per game, it happens to everyone, right? And I thought he was very solid. And when you can barely notice him, that means that he's playing well. It's kind of like Fazo, right?
Hmm.
Um, I have a different opinion than everyone else that I've seen on Twitter about Douglas, so I'm kind of scared to say
There
it. But
seems
I
to be a
mean,
lot of hate.
to be honest, defensively, it was bad. Like in two plays, he was really bad. But other than that, he looked okay,
Hmm.
and he's goddamn good on the attack. Like he's so like he could be kind of scared or on the fence, right? Or not too. I don't know. I don't even know how to phrase it. But he was so comfortable. There you go. He was like
Yeah.
so comfortable with the ball and going forward. Like he was so comfortable with the teammates around him. There was no pressure there when he has the ball forward. So I saw Timo's tweet saying that his liability defensively isn't worth his offensive ability, which I totally disagree because that's exactly what we need. I mean, we're not going to play Porto and Sporting every week. We're not. So you could rather have that guy there that knows how to attack than have Andre Almeida in that is good for like two crosses per game and that's it. Like Douglas didn't have a great game, but he didn't have a bad game either. He made mistakes. Yes, he made mistakes. But you see something there that's like that's a player that we can count on going forward, and he's okay defensively. Not great. But if you just manage to work on him a little bit more, I mean, there's no reason why he can't work. And to
Mm-hmm.
be honest, he's won the job for me. Like he's won the job.
He's proven himself to you?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like one or two plays, and if you see like the highlights, you're probably gonna catch those plays. But I mean, it was his first game in the Champions League, his second game in the Benfica shirt. I think he hadn't played since like June or something like that from like last year. So he didn't play a lot. So you know you can't really like he had a good game given everything, given all the circumstances. He made mistakes that I didn't like, but in the end, like I think he's better than Almeida. Not defensively, but overall he might be, and I'm willing to take that risk for another game or two.
Is Rui Vitoria? Because you're not the coach.
I know, but I don't know. I think he played well enough, and given
to
that
give
I think
to give
Almeida
him the
was like,
chance.
yeah, and Almeida was like suspended for like 3 games, right, or something like that. So
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
he's gonna have to play in Champions League anyway. So why not keep him playing in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I mean, Salvio was okay, very good. You know what we expect out of Salvio. Um, always hardworking, yada yada yada. Diogo
Mm-hmm.
Gonçalves had a very good Champions League debut as well. I thought he was very tired by like the 40th minute, but other than that, I thought it was Then he went to half time and we recovered and all that, and he was goddamn. he was good. He was
Yeah,
good. So, um, the goddamn it was my cat that he can't just stop moving and he's always going on top of the computer, and I can't have you on the top of the computer, bro.
it's where it's warm.
Yeah, it's where it's warm. Um, all right, and getting into a negative because we're always gonna have a negative, and that was
Oh,
Peasy.
oh,
It's no surprise he was the first guy getting subbed off either. He's just when you have people love to hate on August, and when they cannot say a thing about him, and PZ's like the worst midfielder, you can see something's wrong. And PZ, I don't care the tiredness. What, he rested for like 2 weeks, played against Olhanense, but that's not an excuse to play as bad as he did. Like he didn't have anything going for him. Like he lost the ball in crucial areas of the field in our own half. I mean, I don't see what's going on with him, but he can't keep playing. He can't. So
I don't get it.
hopefully we see Krovinovic and things move on. I also want to praise Jimenez. I thought had a very Jimenez like game, very solid defensively. Um, always hardworking. Didn't have a lot of chances, but in the end, I thought he played well, given everything that was happening. And yeah, but if he didn't create, more than one or two opportunities, and even then they weren't clear cut, but neither did United. So, in Sinti, like we kept guys quiet, like Lukaku, like Mkhitaryan, like Rashford. Even Martial, like when he came
Yeah,
in. So they kept some of these guys quiet, and Mata was okay, but he wasn't great. Like they didn't have like any good goal scoring opportunities. I mean, it sucks for Sevilla because he made one mistake, but he also saved us on two previous plays where the defense still shows their liability in corners.
yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if you've seen the mistake yet or something. If you found it,
No,
you should, because he grabbed the ball and he walked inside of the goal with the ball in his hands instead of punching it out.
I did hear that he did a few punches because people. I saw some tweets saying, "Oh my gosh, he looks like Oblak."
Now, so like it was a cross, a free kick from the sideline, and Rashford hits it straight at goal, and he doesn't have enough space to grab the ball and set his feet. So whenever he set his feet, he was already inside of the goal. So he caught the ball outside, but he went in with it instead of just punching it out. But I mean, it's one of those where it's one mistake, it's one bad decision, and especially like I hope this doesn't turn out like Varela, because Varela was 22, and we already knew what we had in him back in 2013. This kid's
Mm-hmm.
18, he's still getting started, and I hope he doesn't get benched. I don't know your thoughts.
I hope he doesn't get benched. That's not Varela. It's his confidence is shot.
Yeah.
I'm just watching the Miles Villar thing right now.
Okay. Okay. So I'll talk over. And Varela, like you knew what to expect from him. Like he was never gonna be a
Oh, that's
world
a
beater.
shitty goal.
I know. So you've seen it.
Is that really it? It's just
Yeah.
his step back, but he has to step back.
No, he should have punched it in
Oh
my.
shit! Yeah,
But
the punch would
it's.
have stopped him from having it go in. Oh
But you
shoot!
see,
That's
like
it, eh?
he. Yeah, when he set his feet down, he was basically already inside of the. So he couldn't stop himself either. So he's one of he's one of those sucky mistakes. But
Well, he'll learn. Hopefully, he never does that again. But Varela is different. I don't feel like Varela has. I don't want to be an asshole. I don't think he has the skill for it. You know what I mean? I don't think he's at the skill level we want him to be.
no,
This kid's 18, and people have already like. I liked him the first game he did that we
it was
saw him, and now
good.
this is the second one. No, yeah,
Yeah,
was right away we are like, holy shit, look at this kid, right? And like, we're not the only ones saying that. There's other people saying this about this kid. So Varela, it's a confidence issue, and I don't think this is a confidence issue for Maya. I think this is just, he made a damn mistake, and next time we punch the ball, right?
yeah. You just gotta live with it. And his apology was like it's so
Yeah.
heartbreaking to see
Oh.
that. And I was like, come on, man, don't have to apologize to that. But it's great
Well,
that
but
he
it
did.
feels
It
like he does, doesn't
shows.
he?
Yeah, it shows that.
Passion for the club. That's what we want.
And not even that, just how grown up he is, just at 18 years old, to recognize the mistake that he did. And it's true. Like maybe another player would have shied and went straight into the like the to
The locker room. Yeah.
exactly to the locker room and just run out and just like I don't want to be seen, I don't want to be heard, I don't want to say anything. And he was like, nah, I'm staying in here, I'm turning to the fans, I'm waving at them, saying I'm sorry, and I'm gonna live with the responsibility. And hopefully, it doesn't get dropped.
No, come on. Rui Vittoria seems to give people more than one chance. Come on now.
Yeah, that's true.
Whether or
Um,
not we like it. So hopefully this time he gives him another chance.
yeah, let's hope he sticks around. And no, another positive is that we're not going to see Luizão with play in Manchester. So yay for us. No Luizão.
Yee for you. I'm still in Team Louis Allen's camp. Shut up.
I thought he didn't have a bad game, but it's like if I could have Jardel, hopefully he's back. If you have Jardel and Ruben Diaz, oh my, this
I'm telling you, I don't understand what's going on with our medical team. Like, what are they drunk all the time? Like, why are our guys always hurt and they don't get better?
I think Janusz wasn't hurt. I think it was just more of a
Fatigue.
management, yeah, like managing his body and everything. And Julio Cesar has a chronic back injury, so sometimes when it shows up in the report, I'm going to assume that that's it. But yeah, some other injuries are just like what, why? But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jonas and Julio Cesar like in and out of it sometimes when we're not expecting it. More because of management, really, other than anything, in my
Mhm.
opinion. But the rest. So Servi came in, played like 10 minutes. He thought he did well. I thought Zivkovic played okay, and Jonas didn't really have a lot to work with. But I mean, this like we weren't expecting to win this game by one
No
by
one
like two
expected that
goals
from
or
anybody.
something like that.
Yeah.
We played our game, and it was just it sucked because our game plan was working until Spilar made that mistake. But even then, like okay, United have 70% of the ball, but guess what? Shots not on target, but shots. They had 10. Benfica had 9. So like you even out on the shots. They had more corners. But it was a very even game. And if it wasn't for that mistake, they wouldn't have won it because they didn't create any opportunity. Like we kept, and I don't know. Like I know people are gonna say, "Oh, United didn't play to their full strength." Yeah, but you still didn't see Lukaku play. You didn't see Mata play. You didn't see
Well, we
Mkhitaryan
didn't
play,
play to our full strength
right?
either.
Yeah, no, like but like we didn't see those guys like go like they didn't have any space to work with either, and that was just like
Mm-hmm.
the good thing about Benfica. Like we saw
Mm-hmm.
these
Shut them down.
yeah, and the Lions held themselves quite well. They were well organized, like really close to each other. If we play like this in the league, and I'm not going to say every game, but if you play like this in the league, 80% of the games you're going to win them because you're going to have more chances than you had against Man United because not everybody's Man United.
Yep.
And Matic is a beast. Like he's
Oh my God. The photos yesterday of Matic and Lindelof walking back in, I was like, you bastards.
but bro, if Feza had just like 20% of Matic's like feet ability, like foot ability, man, just because Matic is just so good, and
Mm.
and, and but I mean yeah, I mean yeah, I don't know. I don't know where. All right, I'll just touch upon the referee thing and then I'll move on. I thought they got kind of lucky in one or two play. I don't think that there's a penalty. Like it's handball by Lukaku. Like there's no doubt that it's a handball. But I'm not. I'm way more upset of the at the bad Andre Almeida call against CSKA Moscow than on this non-call
Mm-hmm.
against the Man United.
Lukaku.
That's my opinion. Yeah. So and also Blind got away with one. Um, because he had like at least three fouls for a yellow card and didn't get a yellow in Luizão.
Mm.
Makes that harsh. Yeah, it is a harsh tackle. Yes, it is the yellow card tackle, but you like it's the 92nd minute. It was the kid pushed the ball forward and he just when he got there he was late and it's like it's the 92nd minute. Why just not, like let that go? But he didn't. He yellow carded him, and I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad decision, but I thought it was kind of harsh given everything that. And I mean, and you saw like if you catch the rest of the game, like the end of the game, you saw the Lingard challenge where he wasn't even going to give a yellow card, just because all the fans were like booing him so much. Then he ended up giving a yellow. I don't know if you noticed that.
I did hear the booing. I didn't notice him do that because of the fans.
No, but it was kind of like one of those, like, oh, so you give Luizão a second yellow, but you don't give this guy a yellow card, just a kind of situation, and he ended up giving the yellow. By the way, Carolyn, I don't know if it's Carolyn, I think it's Carolyn, right? Carolyn. Anyway, thanks for the comment on the live chat. I am looking,
Ah,
so
she's in the chat. Ah,
she's.
I'm afraid this because I told you I'm not at my house. I'm at my in-laws. Their Wi-Fi's not.
She
I'm not
just
on
said
there.
yes. She
No.
just said yes. And Carolyn, it's Carolyn,
She
right?
said yes to what?
Yes to she's in the chat, and she said yes. Hi, my cuties.
Oh,
So hi to you too.
G's G money.
Yeah, yeah. G money. All right, I think I lost
Yeah, that's
Gary.
Carol.
Cynthia's back.
Am I here again? See, I told you. Oh my God, the Wi-Fi.
It's all right. It's all right. You
Oh
kind of
my
just
God.
it's
My
just cute
screen
because
went black. I was like, hello.
you're here. Don't
Hello,
worry.
darkness, my old friend.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
you're alive. Don't worry.
Yay.
All right. All right. I don't know. I don't know if you have like anything else you want to say, or maybe something that you saw that I didn't see. I don't know.
Again, I told you before we even started, Mario and I were discussing Benfica because obviously we're both a little annoyed. I know everyone's upset with this season, but we have that extra annoyance because we expected them to come to Hamilton, regardless of what everybody thinks. You made a date and then you backed out of our date. How the fuck dare you?
At you didn't get
So
dumped.
obviously, well, it kind of feels like I did. Okay. I got all dressed up, nowhere to go. No, then we got to meet Timo instead. So fine. But still, like, you know what I mean? Like it sucks. So having that, I'm a little even angrier with them, if you want to say. You know what I mean? Like I'm a woman scorned. I'm like, how dare you? But anyway,
Yeah.
so watching this, like I said to you, a 1-0 loss is it's not. I don't want to say it's acceptable because I don't. you know what I mean? Like, none of us like losses. I know we're not going to win every game, but God damn it. You know what I mean? We're at our house. This is our house, right? I'm not
Mm-hmm.
wrong here. It's our house. So it's a 1-0. However, seeing that it was a mistake and it wasn't the other team got us, you know what I mean? It just, that sucks. That's the sucky part. But we can deal with that better than, like, if it was a goddamn blowout, then I'd be, embarrassed. And I don't want to be embarrassed when we're having a bad fucking year. Like, I don't care what any of the portistas and sportingistas I know want to say about it. I don't go after them. I will pipe up when they start attacking us. I don't start it, And so I don't sit here and I'm not going to gloat about us. And I still believe in the Penta. I still believe in Rui Vitoria. I see these kids coming up, and that's what we've been talking about the last couple of times I've been on. Is I like the youth. I mean, this morning I got to watch a bit of the youth league UEFA, and against Man U, actually, right? Ditto. It
Yeah.
was the mirror game, and our guys were doing great, and then they were winning 2-0, and then it kind of fell apart at the end. And I was like, God damn it! It's like a whole Benfica thing right now. It's just don't finish. You know what I mean? And but before we did that, our guys were awesome. There's a GIF going around of Noon Sunch doing this crazy little. We call it a nutmeg, but I don't know what some people call
Yeah,
it. It's just yeah. Right? Put the ball between the legs.
yeah,
Nutmeg.
it's a nutmeg. It's a nutmeg.
Exactly. So I'm just not sure if you call it the same thing there. I don't know.
Obviously, I don't. Obviously, we don't. But it's the same. Don't worry. I know what it
Exactly. See,
means.
yeah, good. Yeah, there it's like a bika. I don't know. You call it
It's
whatever
a
you want to call
cueca.
it.
A
A
cueca.
cueca.
That's
Like a wedgie? What are you trying to say? A
no.
cueca.
That's. I mean, at least in the Porto, in like
That's
the
awkward.
northern, it's a cueca.
So y'all are just weird perv people. 'Cause that's who calls it underwear. Whatever. So he did that, and he's going around Twitter. He's making the rounds, and he played fantastic. And to be honest, there were quite a few guys on that youth team, and I was like, "This is fantastic." And Mario's like, "Yeah, this one's on the B team. This one's on the B team." Because I'm sorry, I'm not like you boys. I don't just sit there and live, breathe, and sleep Benfica. Like, I've got the kids to take care of, so I don't remind. Like, I don't memorize all of our guys and their
Of
birthdays,
course.
and I don't care. You know what I mean? So sorry, but I do. Obviously I'm going to remember them as I see them. So I was seeing some of these names and I was like, wait a second, I know that guy too. And he's like, yeah, B team, B team, B team, whatever. And we were like, this is great. So as long as we keep our Seychelles, growing and talented and just keep picking these guys out, bring them into the Primera team. But they need to remember you can't just have all young guys. It doesn't work like that. You've got to have a few veterans, whether or not it's Louison. Choose others then, like Jardel will count as a veteran at this point. You know what I mean? Once you've been on the team for a few years and you're not terrified, right? And, teach the young guys and then just bring them up. Stop selling. Stop selling everybody we love,
Or
and
stop
then leaving
selling
us with nothing.
before they make the squad. Stop selling before they make the squad. Let them make the squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Bernardo Silva, aren't you?
Why did you have to?
Did I say his name? I'm so sorry. Well, I
Yeah.
can't say BS because that's just not nice. Where I'm from, that's bullshit, and he's not bullshit.
Yeah. But I agree with you, and this is kind of
Yeah.
what I want to see. Diogo Gonçalves. I mean, I really hope he plays against Aves. I hope this isn't a one-time thing. You know, these guys in and out. Like there's a lot of good kids. João Felix is one that comes to mind. I want to see what the kid like Alex Pinto, the right back, can do. The other guy that we got out of not Barca, Real Madrid, the right back, and he can do like sometimes bring these guys up and want to play, and that's kind of what we need.
Mm-hmm.
I liked this team because he had that little bit of mixture between youth and older guys.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, and I would have liked to see Krovinovic instead of Pizzi, but that was a good lineup. That was an okay lineup. Things worked out, and
Maybe he'll try that next time.
that's what I
Because
hope
Pizzy,
for.
like, I don't know. Pizzy needs like
Pizzi
a honeymoon. Go home.
and Pizzi's
I don't know
been
what's
he's
happening.
been subbed off like every single game. Like he's the first guy out. So I mean, if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what will. Right?
Does he have a drinking problem or something? Well, maybe not a drinking problem because he's not gaining weight. So maybe crack? Like, what's going on? Something's wrong here.
Only seemed you to throw out crack in there,
Well, something's happening.
and,
Something is
and it's obviously
happening.
crack. Crack's
Well,
the
I'm just
answer,
saying there's got to be something. Or
and
maybe his
cracks.
wife's cooking. Oh no. Oh, Mied, you got to make more stuff like his mom.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't cook. So
Oh, nice.
I mean, come on. There, if
Their
you had the
lifestyle, is that
money,
what you mean?
yeah, if you had the money, you're not gonna
Well,
tell
the
me that you're
chef
good.
is sabotaging their food then. Maybe it is crack then. You don't know.
So, so let me get this straight. So Cynthia says that crack's the issue on pizza. He's on
It's not
crack.
crack. I don't know if it's crack. Maybe drogas. You want me to say drogas? Is that a better thing?
No, no, no. It's still
Maybe he's
bad.
not sleeping properly. What's going on?
I don't know, but he's making a lot of
They
stupid
don't have
shit.
kids yet, right?
No, they
They
do.
don't have kids yet. Because
They,
if they do, they have kids.
yeah, Afonso, the name of the
Maybe the
kid.
kids are keeping them up. Because my kids keep me up at night. I'd be terrible. If they had me running around for 90 minutes, I'd be dead. I'd be like, switch me out. 15 minutes in. I'm out. I'm out. Like, so maybe his kid's going through something. He's waking him up.
Maybe I don't know.
Because something is off.
Yeah, something's off with pizza.
I don't care if you want to hate him. You can hate him all you
I'm
like.
not.
He was a playmaker many, many times for us.
That's why people are upset. Anyway, I wanted. I
Yeah, so
wanted.
something's off.
I wanted to just bring up that the All-News game was terrible. The only positive was that
Oh, oh man.
Gabriel Barbosa played well, right? Gabriel
Yeah.
Barbosa, right? I think that's his name, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Gabby.
And he scored another very good goal. And I was listening to it on
Yeah,
the
he did.
radio because I wasn't home yet, and I was like, and I watched the replay when I got home, and I was like, man, that commentator did not do that goal justice. Like, I don't care if it's All-News.
No, he did.
That's a
It was a
brilliant
great
goal.
goal.
Like, I
Yeah.
was like, holy hell, this is a great goal. Like, I don't know what the commentator was like, yeah, and he can score a goal. And I was like, okay, normal goal. And I'm like watching the replay, and I'm like, holy hell, that was a very good goal. Anyway, that game was just really bad, but you kind of got to see a little bit of Spielart. You kind of got to see Douglas.
Hmm.
What he was. He was basically kind of the same player he was in that game. And I want to see Gabriel get a little bit more opportunities. But, that game against Aranense wasn't that good. The one against Man United was the one that mattered the most. Ended up as a loss, but there's no moral victories. I don't believe in that. But what I do believe is in good takeaways, and you have good takeaways out of this game, right?
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
you're not gonna be happy with the result. You're possibly, as a coach, you don't want to tell them that you're happy with the way that they played, but you can take some of those good things and implement them. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying play Feza and Felipe Augusto and Pizzi, but I am saying try maybe play that three-man midfield against some random teams. Keep Diogo Gonçalves in the lineup. Switch out Pizzi for Krovinovic. Keep the defense as it is. Maybe try and get him to gel because you saw some good things.
Yeah.
Obviously the concentration level in the Champions League is like 1,000, and in the Liga is like it's like 50. But if you can just get to raise the bar a little bit more in the league, Benfica is gonna do fine because I've been telling you guys this for weeks. You have the players, you're just not having the team. Maybe we found the team. Maybe we found the team.
I hope so. And I was going to mention with the Olhanense game, I was really peeved because it's Olhanense. No, I don't expect us to go in there and like win 6-0, but I expected us to dominate. And we didn't dominate, you know? And I believe like Benfica's of past years would have.
Yeah, I believe that. I don't know. Like my dad made a good point. Is that
What do you say?
you're not gonna look at Olhanense like you looked at the Leiros and the Lusitano. I
Mm,
mean, because they have history, and it's always like they always got one or two decent. So you're not out there expecting a blowout, but I was expecting maybe a 3-0 result. But it's not the end of the world, to in the end of the day, all you want to do is win, right? In these type of games, and we got to, when we got the win, and obviously it wasn't a great game,
but
but
I
I
think
don't know.
like, and I don't mean to be an asshole to Olhanense, and that's how it's going to sound, but if we had been playing a better team, they would have scored on us multiple times. And that's what I'm saying is no, I didn't expect the 6-0 blowout, but I expected us to dominate. And there were chances that had it been a better team, we would have conceded.
Yeah, obviously, but that also plays into the rhythm of the
And that's
game
what I mean.
and how the players are.
I
That's
know.
exactly, but that's a good point. That's exactly what I was also, trying to say is that if we raise the league bar, no, like I was telling you,
Hmm.
like the concentration bar, in the league
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit more, you got yourself the team, right? So
Yep.
because you saw the team play well against Man United, and like I
Mm-hmm.
don't care if they were playing, conservative football. Like I don't care. I'm focusing on my team, and my team did a hell of a good job of not creating any holes. Like they obviously
Yep.
the last like 10 minutes of the first half were really open, but I mean you went for 35 minutes without allowing Man United to have like space, any space at all, and that
Mm-hmm.
that the players are gonna get tired. So,
Yeah,
but
of
but
course.
but if you just raise the bar, like you said, like with Alanians, like you gotta play well. If you raise the bar in the league, you're gonna do fine because you have the players, and maybe now you just found the team.
Yeah. Let's hope.
All right, so I'm really not sure who Sporting and Porto play this weekend, and I can't check because my cat's on top of me. So, um,
Wait,
so
wait,
I
wait. I'll
don't.
get
Thank
it.
you, thank you. I know Benfica is gonna play away against the Desportivo das Aves. That's not gonna be
Okay.
easy
Well,
game,
first
but
on Friday we have an important game between Estoril and Boa Vista.
that's clearly a
Super
massive,
important game.
massive game.
It's huge. Come off it. And
Massive
then Feirense and Rio Ave are going to play.
league title implications.
Vitória de Setúbal and Marítimo, and then Porto play Passos de Ferreira.
Okay, should be a good win for
And then
Porto.
my computer dies. Oh, good.
Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
that's happening.
Okay, so we
I don't want to push it. It's going to die.
all right. So Sporting plays somebody. I don't know who.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Let's see if I can bring it up on the phone. Oh my God, this Wi-Fi is so bad.
But anyway, Porto playing Passos. Passos obviously got eliminated by Academic in a game that went over 3 hours. So that's that. Um, obviously, a lot of controversy in that game because of the lighting situation. Coimbra was suffering a massive set of fires, and the stadium couldn't hold up the energy, which led to the game to be extended for 3 hours. Like I've said, the lights went out when Academica scored a goal, and the ref allowed it. That was okay. He continued the game. Obviously, there's some controversy there, but Porto should win against Paços. Have you managed to pull out the Sporting game?
Yeah, they're going to play Shabs on Sunday. Does that
Where?
sound right? Sporting come up first.
Okay, so that's a home.
Sporting versus Shabs, right?
Yeah, I mean, Chaves played well against Porto de Dragão. It was a 3-0 result in the end, but very misleading with like 2 goals in 10 minutes. It could be a tough game for Sporting. They come off out of the Champions League rebound. Man, I don't know. We could see a little bit of surprise there. I don't know. And
And then
obviously,
we play Avs on
yeah,
Sunday too. Yep.
at 6, which is like 2
For me, it says 1
or
p.m. I don't
1.
know.
Yeah, 1. It's 1. On 1 o'clock in the US and Canada Eastern, and 6 p.m. in the UK or Portuguese time. So that means Sporting comes up next. So just so you guys know. All right. Anyway,
We have to watch that. Don't make me watch that.
I will make you watch that because you're
The
forced to
sporting
watch
game?
it. Yes, you're forced to watch every game now, like I
I'll ask
have.
Josie for the highlights.
Yeah, right. All right. I want to thank everybody that listened. I want to thank everybody who's going to listen to this on iTunes. Yes, this is going to be on iTunes. I couldn't do it this past week, but it's going to be up this week. I'm going to put last week's episode and this week's episode up on iTunes tomorrow. So just, you'll check that out. Don't forget about it. This was probably one of our shortest episodes, but it was still good. 49 minutes, something around that. I won't forget to talk to Portista. I won't forget to talk with the Sportingista because we need to get those guests coming in and try and get that balance back together. I'm sorry, this was a heavily Benfica focused podcast, but I mean,
I think it's going to be
you
for a while.
you can only blame me on the Porto game because on the Sporting game there's nothing I can do. I mean, you wouldn't choose your rival to watch your rival when your team is playing. So I mean, come on, guys.
Supposed rival.
They're still rivals. Anyway.
They're just my neighbors.
Anyway, thank you, Cynthia.
They're my nosy neighbors, actually.
Okay. Do you want to take any more shots?
No, they're just nosy neighbors. They're there and they're nosy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway.
You know them. You know they
I
are.
know.
I'm looking at you, Josie. I'm looking at you, Sammy, and Steph. Oh my gosh, if I missed any like
Nah,
sporty nieces on my thing. Eek.
that's cool. Shout out to Steph, Sam, and Josie. I guess since you already mentioned all of them. All right. Well, we'll
Let's
see.
just go down our list of people.
Yeah, that would be way too many people to shout out.
Well, it would get you up to your
Uh,
1 hour if you want it.
yeah, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my grandma, my grandpa. I'd also like to thank my cat that's still on top of me. I'd like to thank my other
Oh,
cat.
fantastic.
I'd like to thank the rain. I'd like to thank Benfica, because without you, this
The
wouldn't be possible.
rain.
Yeah, because rain's awesome. Rain deserves a shout
Now
out.
you're just going too far. Well, yeah, rain is good, especially in Portugal right now.
Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, this is just rambling on. I gotta cut this before you try and get me to say more things, more stupid shit.
Before you continue rambling.
Exactly, and I love rambling. So, all right. Well, thank you, Cynthia, for coming on
No problem.
today. I'll see you next week, and hopefully, I'll see
Mhm.
you guys next week too. Bye bye.